When you're given any sort of speech or you're talking to people, notice how, especially the way I try and speak, I have a lot of highs, a lot of lows. And that really adds to the speaking that you're given, to focus on intonation, rises and the falls of your speech. Not only that, but also linking words. I can have good rises, have good falls, give a lot of emphasis, but are my ideas being connected correctly, coherently, so it's easy to understand? So those 2 points, intonation and linking words, those are two simple things that you can do to improve your speech without learning new vocabulary or phrases. A lot of people focus on new vocabulary, advanced vocabulary, new phrases, idioms, proverbs, all of these general things. And for most speakers, most native speakers like myself, I probably speak with the same vocabulary day in and day out. I don't change the way I speak. Now, I'm not trying to speak more advanced or trying to show off my knowledge, unless I'm maybe in an academic situation or specifically helping a student, then I try to vary the vocabulary I use. However, the main thing I focus on is my genuineness, how I sound when I'm speaking. Do I have rises? Do I emphasize things? How I connect words as well, using words like however. If I'm trying to give an example, I might say to illustrate this. Just linking my reasons, my opinions, my examples together so that it's easy for the listener to follow along and just to understand. If you try to speak in a way where you're being considerate for the listener, they tend to enjoy it more. They enjoy listening to you and they find pleasure because it's so easy to understand. So those are some 2 things, 2 points to work on that are very simple, very straightforward. Intonation, which comes naturally, focus on the emotion. I don't really focus too much on specific syllables, which one is high and low, but I focus on emotion, specific words I'm emphasizing because it's amazing, or that's terrible news to hear. So I focus on emotion more. And linking words, I just choose 3 or 4 and stick to that. So those are some 2 things: intonation, linking words. Work on that, and you'll definitely become a better communicator.